So you telling me the Hunger Games were real? See, they put everything in the movies. It's called projective imaging, where they literally where they literally tell you what they're doing or tell you what they're going to do. So when it comes up in real life, you don't believe it because you're like, oh man, that was in the movie. That's some movie shit. This shit worse than any movie we've ever seen in our lives, man. So apparently the elites. There was a Nigerian officer who talks about the human hunting in Africa, and he named some big names, Jay Z, Beyonce included. Um, so apparently they it's so hard to talk about, man. It's so hard to believe, but we got proof. So apparently, they had the kids and these children in cages, um, and then they have these hunting parties where they like get together first and have a good time, and then like the elites surround the outside of the perimeter of the woods, and they have like this underground system where the kids come out of, and they just tell the kids to run and hide, and they literally hunt children. I mean, I don't know how anything goes back to being the same. Um, I'm 40 years old, and if you were born within my generation, you've lived through a lot. You lived through a lot, man. You're born in the 80s. You're born right in the crack middle of right in the middle of the crack epidemic. Then the Gulf War. Then uh, Columbine. Then uh, 9/11. Then the war, the Afghan Iraqi war. Then the levees breaking. Then um, of course, COVID. Something else happened before that. That was crazy. Oh, the housing crisis. Of course, COVID. Then the vaccines, which is on COVID combined. I mean, it's like a double whammy. They tried to kill us with the disease from COVID, and then tried to, also kill us from the vaccine. I think, and all this is on Epstein list, so I'm not going out. All this is the beautiful thing about this sick fucker is that he had his hands in everything. He literally had his claws in every demonic evil situation known to man. So anyway, so getting back to the mRNA vaccine, I think I seen something where like 15 or 1600 athletes um, caught a heart attack, and like 1100 of them died. So, but getting back to my original point of the projective imaging that they do with movies and stuff, yeah, they showed. They try to desensitize you. There's a lot of movies that wouldn't have came out when I was a kid. When I was coming out, it was all about the kids being the heroes, the Goonies and Home Alone and Three Ninjas, and you know what I mean. The list goes on and on, where it was all about uplifting the kid and uplifting the kid being the generation that's going to take over, and you know now they're just victims. They're used as pawns. They call us the Jews. They call us goyim, like we're a peasant species to them. It's really disgusting. Um, but yeah, if you was one of my generation, man, you seen a lot, man. COVID, now this. So, you've I say all that to say that we've lived through so much and we've become so tough On top of inflation. It's the most expensive time in history. You know, we lived through so much. To now have this going on, it's like, yo, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. On top of this crazy weather, the chemtrails in the sky, like, yo, like y'all just think y'all could do whatever the fuck y'all want, huh? Like, this shit is crazy, man. You know, hunting children, cannibalism. I mean, what are we talking about here, guys? What are we talking about here, man? This is supposed to be some movie shit, but it's real. And it's worse than anything we could ever imagine. The shit that's really going on, they couldn't put in movies. Why you think they redacted? How you gonna redact this shit? Like, they're literally protecting evil. That's the world we live in. But we're supposed to pay taxes and obey the laws? We're supposed to obey the laws? Really? When we living in the real life Hunger Games. Just the Hunger Games was a documentary, just like the Matrix, man. They tell us this how they protect themselves from karmic debt. They tell us what they doing. And we just the fools, man. I'm from, the tri-state area. I see it firsthand, bro. I grew up 15 miles from New York. That's why I never got into I used to work in New York a lot. Meet a lot of celebrities. I got celebrities in my family and all that. And I used to get asked to model a lot. I'm a tall guy, and I used to always, especially when I was in New York, when I was working my job, I used to work on Wall Street, used to work, doing different things in the city. And I would meet a lot of, people would just, you get discovered, you know what I'm saying? And I did a little comedy, always did I was funny, always did, I did a little, one time I did a showcase, I really killed it, blah, 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 blah. But what I'm saying is I never got into the industry and I never wanted to, because I'm like, if somebody does something to me, or, you know what I mean? Because I know how crazy the industry is, because the stories I heard, and I was deep into my, my conspiracy bag. I'm like, I'm gonna kill somebody. I'm going to jail. I know myself, so I never put myself in that position. You know what I mean? I used to at least get once a week, somebody would come up to me, oh, be a model, I got this showcase, I'll pay you. Whoop, whoop. I'm like, no, I'm good. That's why I'm a salesman. You know what I mean? I always use my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not beat. You know what I mean? I talk and I use my gift of gab to do this, man. Do God's work, because God saved me, and he's always protected me, man. And I understand why now, because I'm one of his voices. I'm one of his voices, man. And what the biggest trick the devil plays, one of the biggest tricks the devil plays is that we're disconnected. Why you think it's always something, it's division. They divide and conquer. So they always putting something against something. Because it's easy, because people are competitive. People are, this jealousy and envy is a epidemic of our society, and they do that with this hierarchy bull crap, where it's rich against poor, it's black against white, it's a women against man, it's young against old. It's just all this division, because they know that truly we're connected. We're all connected. We're connected with each other. We're connected with nature. We're connected with animals. We're all one entity, supposed to be working together and bringing ourselves together, man. But the lie is that we're disconnected. So when something happens to somebody else, instead of you saying, that's fucked up, that's wrong, don't do that, that could be my family member, that could be me, it's, I'm glad it ain't me. And, If you don't understand that God is real right now, if this they showing you the devil's real, right? So if the devil's real, that means God is real. Am I wrong? Like, that's all the proof you need. All the proof that you need. If you needed proof that if you wasn't sure that God was real, or you needed some type of proof to believe that God was real, you know God is real because you know the devil is real. Because that's who these motherfuckers are doing all this crazy shit for. Because the devil is the opposite of God. That's why they flip the cross around. That's why the sign of Satan is the upside down cross. So anything that's opposite of God, they want you to do, you know? Instead of love, they want you to hate. Instead of giving life, they want you to take life. Instead of taking care, they're eating children. Like, you know what I'm saying? They do the opposite of anything that's humane, that is of God, that is of love, that is of spirit. They want to do the complete opposite of it, and they bring that energy out. You know, it's real out here, man. It's crazy. And it's like, I usually, I say my piece with things, and I usually, just keep it chill for the most part because I'm focused on different things. And I just try to focus on love and showing love and all that. But, with this much hate out here, if somebody doesn't stand up for it, if we don't stand up for it, then what are we, man? What does that make us? What is anything else? How does the other things matter? Like, if we know that we live in this world where these people, we're paying taxes, we're working hard, people bust their ass. People are committing sins just to survive. They committing sins to have fun. They just committing sin to revel in it. I know motherfuckers that commit sin just to survive. Shit, I used to be one of them. Doing shit you don't want to do, or that's against your spirit that you ain't supposed to be doing, so you could fucking put food on the table. These motherfuckers are doing the most heinous shit in the world, and they got all the money in the world. They not. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here, bro. So just wake up, man. Just wake up, man, because it's the Hunger Games. You watch the movie, and what did they do? And what did they do in the Hunger Games? They rebelled. This whole country is built on what? Revolution, rebellion. Why you think it's the Second Amendment? Because there was evil motherfuckers then, and there's evil motherfuckers now. And we got to be well armed. Because it's nuts out here, bro. And to all these people stop selling your soul, yo. Stop acting like it don't matter, man. What you do matters. What you do doesn't just affect you, it affects your children, it affects your family, yo. Come on, man. We all got souls. Stop ignoring that motherfucker. We got to stop this shit. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It's 2026 now. It's easy to get everything. I know back in the day you had to scrape and claw for everything, but not now, dog. Even a homeless man can live good now. So what the fuck are we doing all this shit for? What are we hurting each other for now? It's bullshit. We're brainwashed. Zombies, sheep. God did not make us for this. I love you all. God bless us all. Thy will be done.